In as much as I do not support divorce in the case of Yul Edochie, like I am not in support of the breakup. I do not want both of them to split. I do not want them to stop their union. I am in support of them sticking together forever. But as it is right now, one of the violence licensed headquarter, the headquarter of violence, the only supported Cutie Jules dropped this bombshell that you are seeing right on your screen. Oga Isimili, please stop blaming Madam Isimili for the loss of your beautiful marriage, loss of your son. Please, is she no more the best thing that happened to you? Anyway, we are wishing Baby Universe all the best. Now, I've never been the kind and type that will drag children. No child consciously invited themselves or asked to be born into a certain family or country. Children just find themselves there and they have to continue consciously with whatever it is that their parents are into. Now, maybe you are one of those expecting, waiting to see the end result of Yul Edochie and Judy Austin's shame, walk of shame, marriage of shame. I mean, what could it have been that Mary did? A lot of things, of course, obviously, of course. There are a lot of things that happen in marriages. Oh, she snapped at me, made me feel less, made me feel low. And you obviously you are dealing with this thing like I've conquered everyone, everybody around me, they hype me, they say all manner of gibberish, they say whatever, But it seems Mary is not the kind and type that will hype me. She will not bow. She will not make me feel like I'm the king. She will often act like she's more intelligent. And Julia Ducci, being someone who wants to feel that way, even when he's ignorant, he wants to be hyped. He wants to be made to feel like he's the brain box of the airplane, like the black box, like he's everything. He's just everything. Like without him, SUVs will not work. Like he's the brain box, he's everything. And Mary is not giving him any of this. Mary is serving more intelligent and now does it mean that Yul Edochie is useless? Not really. But what happened to him that made him act the way he did? That has always been what people do not understand. Like, yeah, of course, there are a lot of men out there who have concubines. They have side chick, side end. They have they are adulterous. Things are happening. Even women too, doing a lot of things out there. But the part that Yul Edochie kind of shocked people with, and they wanted to find out what could it have been. Even his own family, Rita Edochie, had nothing else to tell the world than, look, this guy has been locked in a bottle. This guy, she has used juju on him. This is Kayamata Pro Max. And a lot of things were said because they could not phantom it. They could not place it like, how? How? Like, okay, a man went out there, something happened here and there. And this guy started feeding us hula baloo rubbish on social media, telling us to embrace, telling us to understand, telling us to know how polygamy is the best thing in this world, the best that anyone can ever think of or embrace or like or whatever. He started talking gibberish. He did morning afternoon session. Oh. He kept coming in the morning, he would talk in after, and he was saying all of these things with this pride, someone that is empty, thinking that his fan base will remain everlasting. Of course, they did remain, but not in the way that he thought they would be. He kept ranting. And I felt, okay, maybe this guy is just trying to boost his ego. Like, okay, I don't want to bow. After all, it's my life. They started making his fans feel like they are nothing. Eh, how can you tell me what to do with my life? And people are like, okay, since we cannot suggest to you, you're no longer a public figure, Let us keep you where you want to be. You don't want us to tell you what to do with your life, but you want us to put our life in your life so you can make more money. Is that getting negative? Of course, it made money. Engagement on his page. Doesn't matter if you come there to tell him he's stupid, he's still making money off you are stupid and you're telling him. If you come and say you're a nice guy, plus or minus, social media cares less. I mean, the algorithm cares less about if it's negativity you're pouring out or positive. The most important to the algorithm is content is coming out and gaining traction. Simple as ABC. But the part that he didn't make money, nobody wanted to feature him in movies. It has to be friend. He had to beg people. Unfinished project that had been paid. Those are the things. And it wasn't, he now felt the whole world is against him. That person is against me. He started being defensive in a stupid, rubbish way. And as he was doing all of this, Mary was gaining more, and more. In between this, he allowed Judy Austin. That's the part a lot of people didn't like. Like, okay, it don't happen. It has happened. It has happened. Even if you want to keep your presence on social media as a public figure, you can as well demonstrate this in a way that will make people look upon you and maybe administer some dose of pity, like, if it be say Mary is not good, though, you don't need to come demonize your ex-wife or wife and begin to talk trash. You don't need to allow your Juju Austin to come out and start defending nonsense and talking trash and say you're a good man, you are not the kind of person people are thinking. No, you should allow yourself, particularly when your son passed away. That was the point I was expecting him to show that he's a father. At least men and certain people would have embraced him like, even at that. No, he didn't. Oh. Rather, he allowed Sarah Martins to come on social media and misbehave. So it was now Sarah Martins going on Daddy Freeze's show, trying to launder the image that cannot be laundered. All of those things were things that he would have worked upon and be like, hey, don't go on Daddy Freeze's show to go and talk about me or talk about my family or anything. Don't. One, Judy Austin, like, hey, look, this is not a joke. We are not going to play with it. This is my son. He's not alive. But then he ran with the story of, Mary wanted to attack me and Judy Austin and the baby. So the thing came back on her, but it landed on our son. And he said 2023 is the best year of his life, meaning the year that he showed that he has 10,000 demons working with him. And I kind of wonder, like, how can a man be this bad? Even if you have issues with your significant other and you don't want her anymore, or whatever it is, or she does not want to bow to your whims and caprice, okay, how can you be so evil to your own son that has done nothing to you? Or is he saying that Kambili Chuku is not his? But now he's blaming Isimili, Madam Isimili, for the loss of his marriage and loss of his son. But you, Edochie, I want you to bear this in mind, that it is your action and inaction that brought Mary to the limelight. People who didn't like you, people who felt empathy for her, not because you decided to do what you did the way you did, but like how you came on social media and you're trying to bully her, you're trying to use your presence on social media to molest her, allowing Judy. If Judy never came out to talk trash or say anything, and you're like, hey babe, look, you don't need to pick camera to do any video. If you're going to do this, it's going to cause chaos. Allow me manage this. This is sensitive. Allow me package this image. Let me do it. Don't worry. He didn't need to come out and tell us that Mary is a nice woman, blah, 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 blah. He didn't need to announce polygamy. He's a proud polygamist. People shouldn't say this. He didn't need to tell us any of such. All he needed to do is to show that he's a caring man. Then people will now decide if they will say you're a caring father or mother. Just show that you're a caring man. Simple. Show all of it. And people will be like, and he tried though. Instead, he came on social media to apologize to a very stupid man. He couldn't reach, he knows how to reach out to Mary, but he still wanted people to see that he apologized. And what did he write? He said, I've done 99 things right. How dare you say you did 99? Who is marking the script, the exam? Oh, I did 99 things right. Only one thing remaining. What nonsense. This is where he goofed. This is where he messed up.